To give you a taste of the future of toys, we stopped by the WowWee booth, a company whose innovation in the field of high-tech robotics brought us the first commercially available biomorphic robot, which has evolved into 7 different product lines of personal robotics and high-tech gadgets. I think it's safe to say that WowWee is a leader in the robotic companion field, so I'm pretty excited to show you what's new for 2015. Now, a term that we keep hearing here at Toy Fair is about play patterns, but WowWee is sort of known for disrupting old and establishing new play patterns. So with 2 fully interactive robots like MiP and the MiPosaur, what kind of games and fun can you have with a toy like this?
So with MiPosaur, we're just taking it to the next level, kind of playing off what we did with MiP last year. With MiPosaur, there's about 3 different ways of controlling him. To start off, you have that same gesture-like control with your hands. A little bit augmented. This guy, you'll actually have 360 degrees of recognition, whereas MiP just has right in front of his eyes. Secondly, he comes with this trackball. So he'll follow this ball, tons of interactive games with him. And then like all of our new products and every one of our products forthcoming, it'll be app enabled as well.
Now, are there different accessories and stuff other than the ball that you can buy to sort of add to the fun with MiPosaur and MiP?
MiP, we're launching tons of new accessories this year. We'll have cameras that'll act as, personal MiP GoPros, for lack of a better word. Just stunt ramps, IntelliPosts, all different types of cool stuff, battery packs.
So I would sort of love to see how MiPosaur works. Can you give us a demo?
Sure, I'll grab one right now. This guy's in gesture mode, so I can just clap my hand and he'll get up. They're actually all listening to me right now.
Oh, wow.
So I can swipe, do advanced controls, spin him around, muzzle his head like I would a dog, knock him down.
They have very realistic movements with the tail and that sort of thing.
Yeah, the tail's floppy, so it really looks like, an actual
dinosaur,
pet,
yeah.
like a dinosaur. So I'll turn his trackball on. They're all going to realize when the ball's on. So right now, I am going into leash mode. So I can just toss the ball, and they're all just going to chase the ball. Tons of personality, super responsive to the ball. So it can detect shakes in proximity as well, the ball. So if I give this ball a little shake, they're all going to do a dance.
Now, do they interact with each other? So let's say you have 2 MiPosaurs, can you get them to sort of do things with one another?
Yeah, within the app, they recognize their surroundings, they know where each other are. So you can do games like laser tag, story mode, tons of different stuff. They also interact with MiP. So if I were to log into this MiP over here, and my buddy wants to log into the MiPosaur, they'll recognize where each other are in a few different game modes that you can only play with MiP and MiPosaur.
Now, this guy, MiPosaur, has sort of different personalities as well that's controlled by the ball. So can we sort of see what happens when you change those different functions?
Sure. Get him into food mode. So the ball, for lack of a better word, is a piece of meat right now. Okay. So he'll detect when he's close. He'll come up and nuzzle for the ball, actually like a pet would his food. Then I can switch him into leash mode, where he can just be my pet and be on a virtual leash. So they'll just follow that. Walk him around the block, he'll just follow you everywhere.
Now, let's say you're standing over here, I'm standing over here, and we threw the ball back and forth. What would happen?
You can play MiPosaur in the middle. He'll just come. He'll eventually get really upset that you're teasing him and not giving him the ball, but he'll realize every time you change direction with the ball.
Now, are you going to release these in different colors so people can kind of, pick their favorite color MiPosaur?
Just coming out in black. Reason why, it's positioned more of a tech statement, less toyetic, more tech for that older kid. We want this toy to be the last thing a kid buys before he leaves the toy category and starts going on to bigger and better.
So when are these guys going to be available, and where can you find them?
They'll be available at every single major retailer across the world, 85 countries, and they'll be shipping in about July. They'll be hitting the stores.
And what's the price point on MiPosaur? And it comes with the interactive ball too, right?
Correct, and they're going to retail for $119.
All right, so let's start by talking about your newest product, R.E.V. Now, remote-controlled cars are really nothing new, but these are actually robotic-enhanced vehicles with AI capabilities. So give us the full rundown on R.E.V.
Okay, basically what it means is that you get 2 of these in a pack. You can battle with a friend over Bluetooth, where they take control of one car, you take control of the other car through an app, and there's tons of gameplay and points and scoring and any kind of battle you can imagine. But if your friends aren't over and you just want to play against the other car and practice, you can activate an AI. And we'll have different levels of AI with different capabilities. So some will be really good at defense, some will be good at attacking, some will be faster, slower. And it's all based on this car platform that's able to move very quickly, loud sound effects, really good honing and tracking systems. So when you're actually trying to run away from an enemy, it knows where you are and it's right on you. So this almost like an indoor GPS system we have in the cars. They know where they are and they can find each other.
So it's kind of like when you play, when you play card games against the computer? Is it kind of like that?
It's exactly like that. Except you're playing in your own environment, and there's no limit to where you can play. So they can drive on most surfaces, they can dodge different obstacles as they're driving around, they tend to avoid them, and as you're escaping from a car, it's trying to chase you and find out where you are, and it's shooting, like laser tag, playing laser tag, it's shooting you laser beams at you, and you have to avoid them. We have tons of weapons in the app, achievements that unlock extra weapons, and you can just, unlock tons of different gameplay. And there's no limit to how many cars can play together in an environment. So you can have 4 humans playing against each other, you can have 4 humans with 4 AI, you can have different teams. There's a whole setup we can do.
Cool. I feel like this is one of those things where you kind of have to see it to understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you want to show us how this works?
Sure. So you can see up on the screen there, to activate a car, you simply place it next to your smart device. It'll connect. I'm now connected to this car. That's how easy it is to connect. And right now I'm just driving around, not doing anything, just showing you that I can control the car. You see this controls up on the screen, and weapon systems as well as driving, my health meter, and my status. But if I want to play with someone, I can activate the AI. I can select 2 enemies. It'll now connect to those 2, and now they're ready to go. So they're aware of me, and if I were to attack them, I'll be able to activate them and have them come after me. So just have to hit them with an EMP. They take some damage. So you can see that they're aware of me. He's turning to face me, and as soon as I attack him, he's going to come after me. So now I have these 2 cars chasing me in real time. They go super fast, they know where I am, and they're on my tail. I have to spin around to shoot back at them.
Does the app keep score, like if you're shooting at your enemy?
Right. So you can see the health meters up here. The game will have in-game prompts that'll tell you when you're hit. Your phone, if you're using a phone, will actually vibrate, and you'll feel the hits. And of course, you can see your level. I'm taking a lot of shots here, so my health is coming down. I have both cars shooting at me. So we have a whole host of games. I was just in like the arcade mode where basically just battle whoever's around you. But you can select different arena games where your friends are over and you're playing against them. You can have a sentry game where you're protecting a certain environment and they're trying to get it, and you have to keep them out. And survival mode where you just try to stay alive as long as you can against a whole host of opponents.
Very cool. Is there anything else that we need to know about R.E.V?
There are accessories, so we have a smart ramp, and they can see the ramp, and they can actually jump over the ramp automatically. So basically, this car is in ramp mode, so it sees the ramp and knows exactly where it is, and it's going to try to take the jump every time. During a battle, you can use this against your friends to recharge your weapons or your health, or you can set traps on the ramp. So if your friend takes the jump, they could get an energy boost or a health boost, but if you've left a trap there, they can actually deduct health or speed from them. So depending how you set it up. We also have a gravity well, which will pull all cars in towards a ramp, and you can't really control them as much while that's happening until you escape.
That's very fun. This seems like one of those things where you could entertain your pet for hours with it too, just have the car going.
Absolutely.